Hello, hello, it's Zoe here, and today I'm going to be showing you how you can use your hand to help you track the calories that you are eating, because I don't know if you've ever tried tracking calories, but it is long, tedious, and pretty darn hard to actually keep up with. I know for me, I tracked calories for probably about 2 or 3 months, and I found it totally exhausting, and I just don't feel like it's a very sustainable or good way to live, to be honest. So I'm going to share with you 3 things that I do to help me keep track of my calories without having to actually log them in an app and be adding and subtracting and figuring out the grams and weighing stuff, because it's just crappy, okay? These are things you can actually do that are really easy. I'm going to show you how to build a perfect plate using your hand. Now, the amazing thing about your hand is our hands generally are similar to the size of our body, right? Usually the taller we are, the bigger our hands are. And the taller you are, the more calories you can eat, which is just another reason why I'm jealous of all you tall ladies out there. When you're taller, you can weigh a little more, so you can eat a little more. But your hand has a built-in system that is going to help you eat the right amount of macronutrients, so proteins, carbohydrates, and fats in the right portion size, okay? So first thing is the palm of your hand. The palm of your hand is the size of protein that you want. I'm going to use, this isn't cooked, but you know, it's 10 a.m. I was not going to cook up some shrimp, but I thought this was an easy way to share with you. If I would obviously have this cooked, I'm going to put about a palm size of shrimp on my plate. Pretend that is cooked shrimp, okay? So that's my palm. Boom. Then your 4 fingers together, don't mind my thumb, I closed it in a car door, that's another story, but your 4 fingers together right here, this is the size of carbohydrates that you want on your plate. So that includes pasta, bread, potatoes, rice, whatever you want, but you're just having that 4 finger size is a really easy way, okay? There's my 4 finger size of carbs. Then your thumb, this guy right here, is gonna be your fat. For example, avocado, nuts, cheese is gonna be my example here. So I would grate on about a thumb's worth of Parmesan cheese. So there's lots of different examples. Obviously, your palm could be chicken, this could be rice, this could be avocado, or my new love is olives. So it's really helpful to kind of just look at your hand and use that as a guide. Now, when it comes to things like vegetables, you can eat as many as you want. You could eat a ton of veggies, especially those really water-filled veggies like peppers, cucumbers, obviously any green veggies, those are great. Have as many of those as you want on your plate. Those are the key to helping keep you fuller without adding a ton of calories, and of course providing your body with the nutrients that it needs that are so important too. So you could see how if I was just building this plate, I would have my shrimp, my pasta. I would obviously do a little more with this. I would put my greens on there. My fats could be a little bit of cheese and maybe some salad dressing, and boom, I would be good to go. So you want to just think about using your palm and then have 3 to 4 plates like that every day. Now, for a lot of us, that is going to keep our calories between 350 and 500 calories per plate, and then we're going to have 3 to 5 a day, which will put us between 1,500 and 2,000 calories a day, which is a great amount of calories, especially if you're having quality calories for most women, especially if you're exercising and working out, right? So that is that. Now, for things like if you're confused about what to count as a carb or what to count as a protein or a fat, it is helpful to look at the servings, like the nutrition facts on here. For example, cottage cheese has 1 gram of fat, so I'm not going to count that as my fat source because it actually has 14 grams of protein. So I'm going to consider this to be my protein. So just keep that in mind while you're tracking. Boom. That is number 1. Tip number 2 is, can we go for the carbs sometime? Melissa's saying, I mean, I'm a carb girl, so you're preaching to the choir, honey. I have carbs about 3 times a day. I just have moderate amounts, and I always have them with proteins so that it doesn't spike my insulin levels. I just want to answer one more question, then we'll get into tip number 2, and I really want to make sure you get all of these. Should every meal be divided like this, or some people eat fats in breakfast, carbs in lunch, and protein in dinner? I mean, it's up to you and what works with your lifestyle. For me personally, and for the advice and support that I've given to women for over 15 years, I have always been about balanced meals. I have never been the type to cut out carbs, cut out fat, anything like that. So I think it's just a handy tool to look at. For example, if you're gonna have breakfast, you guys probably know one of my favorite breakfasts is oats, egg whites, then you've got your carbs, your protein, and then your fats. Could be some almond butter on top of those oats. It could be some avocado with the eggs. It could be some cheese with the eggs. It's just an easy way to kind of set yourself up to feel fuller longer. Protein, carbs, fats, and veggies at every single meal is my personal opinion and preference, and what has been proven to work for many women as sustainable. Because is it really like the keto lifestyle, I find, is really challenging for a lot of us. And sure, maybe you'll drop some water weight or some weight, but are you really truly gonna never have pizza, pasta, bread, treats for your whole life? I mean, no thanks. Moving it right along, I want to get into Amino H2O. A lot of you know Amino H2O is the branched chain amino acid that I developed because I have been using products like this for years. So I wanted to come out with my own. And what I love about branched chain amino acids is amino acids are the building blocks of lean muscle tissue, and it's essentially what is inside the protein foods that we're eating. So our body breaks down the protein foods that we're eating into amino acids that are essential for the body. They're essential and non-essential, but they are big at really helping to support our lean muscle, which gives us our curves and shape, but also keeps our metabolism up. Because what happens for a lot of us, if we're not eating enough or we're not eating the right balance of carbs, proteins, and fats, is our body gets into a catabolic state, which means it's actually breaking down muscle. This is probably one of the most dangerous things you can do for your metabolism, is to break down muscle, because then your body goes, oh, well, I don't have enough calories to maintain this muscle, so I'm just gonna break it down, and I'm just gonna slow our metabolism down because there's not enough food around. But when your body has what it needs from amino acids and from the foods that you eat, it's able to maintain and keep that muscle while releasing the stored fat. So that is why I lean on branched chain amino acids along with my workouts, which are really important to keep challenging that muscle and inspiring muscle growth while you're eating in a calorie deficit. So at the special link I placed for you around this video, you can get Amino H2O plus a complimentary 12 to 16-week follow along from home program of your choice at no cost to you with your purchase of Amino H2O. Head to the special link around this video to take advantage of it. Those two things, Amino H2O plus your Yoga Burn workouts, are gonna make a great difference. One of the lovely ladies, Sabaya, I think is how you say your name, which is beautiful. This drink is literally magic. Love it before a night shift. It gives me a big boost. And it has no caffeine in there, so you can have it anytime, day or night. This has helped me start to see, a little bit more shape coming back into my body 10 months postpartum. I mean, it takes a while, that's for sure, but building that muscle is really important. So it's 0 calories, 0 carbs, and 0 sugar, and that is why it's also in this video as a big plus, because when I'm craving a sweet treat or needing something that's a little bit sweet, I can reach for Amino H2O and it's not gonna derail my calories for the day. That is tip number 2. Tip number 3, the final one, is just to look at the serving size and stick to the serving size. Wow, I literally just dropped that right on the floor. So, I love single serves like this. It is a little more wasteful, so another thing you could do is just buy a big carton or a big size and individually portion it in containers for yourself, or just measure it while you're eating it. Or, you know, another idea is, instead of eating chips out of a bag, take a handful of chips, put it in a bowl and put the bag away. But watching your serving sizes. Serving sizes are really, really helpful because you can kind of be like, okay, this is how much I should eat of this one food. Or you can know, I'm gonna have 2 servings of this, you know how much it is. Because I think a lot of us, we actually know what the serving sizes are. You can kind of be like, oh, well, I'm not gonna have 5 serving sizes of cottage cheese, or I'm not gonna have 6 servings of Oreos, right? Like, you can kind of manage it in your mind a little more with how many serving sizes you feel is okay. For me, it's usually 1 to 2. I mean, yeah, I got the gluten-free Oreos the other week, and yeah, some days I had 2 serving sizes of those, but it helped me just knowing, okay, I'm not gonna go wild and have 5 serving sizes of whatever food it is. It's just an easy way to kind of keep you eating in moderation without feeling like you're restricting. You're just knowledgeable, right? And I think that's one of the best things you can do when it comes to eating a healthy lifestyle, is having the knowledge, knowing the foods that work for you, and having a balanced approach to not only the foods that you're eating, but your overall outlook. Like, I think that a lot of us tend to deprive ourselves, or we can be all or nothing, and we're eating like crazy, whatever the heck we want, and then we go boom, like, and deprive ourselves. I find it works so much better if you have balanced meals throughout the day where you're not depriving yourself of anything. If you're gonna have a sweet treat, if you're gonna have cookies or chips, look at the serving size, try and have the serving size amount. If you have to have another one, then you have another one. That's cool, but you don't end up eating a whole bag of chips, right? So I hope you found this video helpful. I really, truly do hope that you take advantage of the Amino plus a complimentary Yoga Burn program of your choice. It is really, really powerful when you have the right tools in your toolbox, the transformation that you can see in your body. And I know for me and literally hundreds of thousands of women in our community, the proof is in the pudding and it speaks for itself. I truly believe in how those 2 things work together, your Yoga Burn workouts and Amino H2O, to help you see those noticeable changes. So I am wishing you a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'm wishing you a great day. We'll see you again soon. Big hugs, lots of love. Bye-bye.